Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Sarah, your soul oracle, deconditioning coach, and mirror here at Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. And this is your energy update for the week of December 14th to December 20th. This isn't a week that's about pushing forward, it's about choosing how you move, not from force, but from that place of your soul. So on December 14th, Mars is going to square Neptune and the Sun is going to trine Chiron. So if your energy feels low, remember, you're not broken. You're just being asked to feel before you act. So old stories may whisper, but you don't have to answer them the same way. So let courage come softly. Let clarity come through rest. This is sacred fire, not burnout. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be powerful in your own truth. And healing lives within that choice. On December 15th, Mars is going to enter the sign of Capricorn. The vibe is going to start to shift from more of a dream space to more grounded action. But don't confuse discipline with hustle. Let your devotion lead. This is the moment to commit to what truly matters without sacrificing your own rhythm. So build slowly, build sustainably, and build from that place of your soul. On December 16th, the Sun is going to square Saturn. Our boundaries are going to get tested. Our patterns are going to resurface. And it's not to punish you, but to help prepare you. This is a moment of sacred confrontation. What are you no longer available for? Make sure you honor your energy like it's a sacred currency, because it is. On December 18th, Venus is going to trine Chiron. So remember, you're not too much. You never were. Your tenderness is not a weakness, it's the doorway. So let your love be loud. Let your heart speak without editing. And this transit whispers to you, your softness is sacred. Your truth is medicine. On December 19th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. This is a moment of soul reset, a breath of vision. And it's not a blank slate, but a bold one. So set an intention that feels like fire and freedom, one your mind doesn't know how to build, but your soul already said yes to. What if joy was the strategy? And what if expansion started right now? On December 20th, the Sun is going to square Neptune. So don't fear the fog. Clarity doesn't always arrive on command. This isn't about confusion, it's about softening. It's a thinning of the veil. You're allowed to not know. You're allowed to rest and make sure you dream anyway. So, this week's frequency, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to go faster. You just need to listen to your body, to your truth, to what wants to rise now. This isn't a time of performance or perfection, it's just presence, trust, and you. So, take a breath and remember you're not behind, you're right on time, and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You're not leaving the path, you are the path. So I have pulled cards for the general overall energy for this week. And our cards this week are Grand Chine Blessings, 11th House Friends, and Neptune Sacrifice. So we're in the lead up right now to the holidays, and you are definitely being given opportunities to see what blessings you have in your life. You're spending time around your community and your friends, doing things that you enjoy. But are they things that you truly enjoy? Or are they things that you just think that you enjoy? This is where the sacrifice comes in. Are you sacrificing your time doing something that you don't really care for? You should be spending time doing the things that you're grateful for, the things that you're blessed, spending time around those people that you love and that you enjoy, not doing things that make you crazy. So make sure you choose wisely this week in terms of where you devote your energy and your time, as that is truly an important thing for you to have. So I've pulled cards for each zodiac sign. The messages, they're layered. Pay attention to your sun and rising sign, as that's where the gold lives. It's where your future self is whispering to you through the veil. So let's tune in. It's not a matter of controlling the outcome, but to mirror back what your soul already knows is ready to shift. So let this be your pause, your anchor, and your reminder that this energy isn't here to break you, it's here to recalibrate you. So, like always, we're going to start off with Aries. Aries, your card this week is mental repetition. So you kind of have this beat that's going on through your brain. You know, you have this constant loop that's going on. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to focus on that. But are you really focusing on anything? You're kind of just in this movement of moving and going in these directions, and you don't really have a focus going on for you right now. This is a time for you to pay attention to what that mental repetition is telling you. Where is that loop going? Where is that focus going? Pay attention to that mental loop and try and knock a few of the things off the list that you need to get done that are within that loop, because you need to pay attention to the loop for the loop to stop. It is important that you pay attention to what that loop is telling you. It is telling you information for a reason. So try and pay attention to it and knock some of the things off that mental repetition list that is going on and see what then starts to pop up. But pay attention to the mental repetition this week, as it has something important for you to know. Taurus, your card this week is meditation. It's time for you to take a time out, Taurus. You are done doing things. This is a time for you to relax. Now, it may not seem like it, especially with the holidays upon us and especially with your massive to do list that you probably have. But you need to take time for yourself. You need to sit. You need to meditate. You need to connect to spirit. Spirit has some important message for you this week. But if you're constantly doing, then you're never going to hear it. So take a time out and meditate and sit with what the universe wants you to know right now. This is a time when the veil is thin, when you can get messages. Pay attention to what those messages have to say. They are pointing you in a direction, and we are going through or preparing for a massive period of change. So, this is a time for you to pay attention to the direction that you may be headed in. Gemini, your card this week is negativity. What is negativity trying to tell you? What is your focus right now? Now, negativity can often give us positive signs, but we have to be paying attention to it, not just having a little session where we crap on everything that is going wrong in our lives. We just need to address the negativity for what it is. It is something that is not going the way that we expect. So, what can you do to shift that? What can you do to change that? Do you need to just scrap everything and start from scratch? That works if it works for you. Give yourself time to prepare to see what that other thought process could look like, or that other home life, or whatever situation it is where things are going wrong. See what it looks like or what it could look like. Take the time to truly process it and see it for what it is. That negativity is here to give you information. But first, you have to confront the shadow aspect of it before you can move into the positivity. So, confront that shadow this week so that you can start to see the positive. Cancer, your card this week is ruminate. This is a time for you to sit, to think, to ponder things, to ponder life. What direction do you want things to go in? Where do you want to head? Those are the important questions for you right now. So, as you sit and as you think, okay, I originally had the intention to do this, but somehow I ended up here. So maybe I need to take a step back and I need to go back to what my original focus was. I ended up here, but I wanted to end up here. So, how can I go from where I am now to where I want to be? And to really think about what that process could look like. What changes might you need to make? This isn't a time for you to act, it's a time for you to think. So start to think and pay attention to what shifts and changes you want to make so that you can end up where you want to be. Leo, your card this week is commit to happiness. Happiness is a journey. It's not something that we're automatically given. It's a destination that we have in mind. But in order to reach that destination, you have to commit to the process. And this is what you are trying to do right now. You're committing to the process of being happy. So, what do you need to do? What do you need to tackle so that you can be happy on this journey? Pay attention to what it is that's coming up. The universe is going to send you tests. It's going to send you trials and tribulations and things that you need to go through in order to test you and make sure that that is truly the direction that you want to go in. So commit to being happy. Go through those trials and tribulations, confront those shadow aspects of yourself, and see where you can end up. It is not an overnight process. I'll repeat, it is not an overnight process. It is something that takes time, which isn't necessarily in your wheelhouse, but you can move in that direction. So commit to being happy. Figure out where to start, and then move through the process. Virgo, your card this week is unconditional love. This is a time for you to love yourself unconditionally and to love everything about yourself. Now, oftentimes we aren't provided with the skills that we need so that we can love ourselves in the best way that's possible. We're told that we need to be somebody different. We're told that we need to act this way so that people will love and accept us. But is that you? Most likely the answer is no. So, what do you need to do so that you can love yourself as you are? This isn't a time for you to be critical. It's time for you to look at the details and see what happened, see what transpired. What do you need to let go of so that you can love yourself in the best way possible? With all of your blemishes and all, what do you need to do so that you can love yourself unconditionally? And that is the task this week. Libra, your card this week is give back. This is a great opportunity and time of year for you to give back. Give back to people who have helped you. Give back to people who are less fortunate than yourself. It is everywhere. It is all around you in terms of what is going on. You have the opportunity to give back. You just have to be willing to take the step. So do something for other people this week. Give back to them, whether it's time, energy, or money. Doesn't really matter. Whatever works best for you, that is the place for you to give and to focus your attention there. There are lots of people in need right now, so it would be a great way for you to do that. Scorpio, your card this week is reawaken. You have gotten lost along the way of what your path is trying to tell you. It's okay. It happens to all of us. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. But during that process, you need to reawaken to something that is going on within inside of you. Where did you get lost? And why did you get lost? Now, Scorpio, you like to dig deep, so you're not going to like a surface level answer. So don't take a surface level answer. But also keep in mind that that doesn't mean that you can just not move forward. You cannot do the reawakening process and get lost in the research and the depths of looking into what went wrong. You need to pay attention to what direction it is that you want to go. Where did you fall off the train? And what awakening process do you need to go so that you can get back on track? You don't have to take a surface level answer in order to find that information. But as I said, don't let that stop you. Keep moving forward. Sagittarius, your card this week is transform. You are going through a period of time of transformation. Transformation is what life is all about. We are all here to transform in some way or another. We are here to grow as human beings. That's why we chose to be here and have this human experience, is to grow and to transform, not to stay stuck in the place where we might have been before. This period of time is teaching you something. It's teaching you something that will make you a better person in the long run. We don't just get our lessons handed to us like there's some easy, we're not going to get easy lessons, I should say. We're going to get lessons that challenge us. We're going to get lessons that transform us. You want to be a better person. And in order to do that, you can't stay stuck in what is going on right now. You have to shift. You have to change. You have to transform. So allow your life to transform. You have the potential to be something better, but you have to allow it to happen. So go through the period of time of transformation right now. You won't regret it, but it will take time to see what the results of that look like. Capricorn, your card this week is flow. Go with the flow this week. We're going to be headed into your season here shortly. This is a great time for you to see the direction that things are going in. What's moving forward? What's flowing in a direction that you like? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not moving a direction that you like, but things are moving in that way. Don't fight it. Don't try to force it. Go with the flow of what it is that is happening in your life. There's a reason that things are unfolding as the way that they are. So let them flow in that direction and follow the flow and the point of that you need to go in. that is going to take you to the destination that you're meant to go in. So don't fight the flow this week. Go with it. Aquarius, your card this week is kindness. The world needs kindness. There are so many people who are upset, and there's just so much wrong with the world. A little bit of kindness can mean the world to either you or to somebody else. Kindness for yourself can mean just giving yourself a break, that you didn't get everything done on your to-do list that you wanted to get done. But there's always another day. You can always do things at another point in time. So focus on how you can be more kind to yourself and give yourself some grace to know that things aren't always going to go according to plan. Don't lash out at other people or at yourself if things don't always go according to plan, as it is important to give yourself room to move around within that plan and see how things work. Some days you will check a lot of items off on your list. Other days you will check none off, and that is okay. So give a little bit of kindness to yourself and the people around you, as the world desperately needs it right now. So pay attention to kindness. And Pisces, your card this week is growth. So this piggybacks a little bit off of what I was talking about in terms of transformation. You are sent here to grow. You are sent here to expand. You are sent here to meant to do things differently. How can you help yourself to grow, to become a better person, to plant the seeds for something that you want to see in the future but isn't there right now? Oftentimes, growth means confronting our shadows, confronting that side of ourselves that maybe we've just gotten used to, but we don't really like. All of us have shadows, like it or not. Even people who have worked on their shadows for years still have sides of themselves that they need to confront. Start working on that process right now, as it will help to teach you something that you need so that you can move forward. You can move into that next phase of your life, but you have to allow yourself to grow. So, Pisces, it's time for you to grow this week. Remember, you're not lost. You're in between stories. So let the messages find a place in your body, even if they don't make sense yet. Because sometimes the most powerful knowing comes in the quiet after the card is pulled. So let the messages you received anchor your next step, even if you can't see the full map yet. Our sun and rising signs are codes that are layered, so let them sit, let them settle. And if you're craving deeper cosmic guidance and spiritual anchoring, come join me inside the Soul Keys Temple. It's my signature monthly membership. We move with the moon, we look at the transits, and we anchor into the astrology of the moment. We have reflection prompts and potent transmissions. It's where soul meets structure and where you're reminded that your path is sacred, even when it's messy. You can find full details at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com. You can also always book a personal soul session with me if you want to go deeper one-on-one. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, where the magic continues. So here's to a week of sacred pivots, anchored clarity, and deep inner resonance. So stay tuned in, stay luminous, stay you, and I will talk to you next week.